these niggas wanna be me. I let your mother suck my dick hole. Then she licks my shithole.
Hello guys, this is Trill Joe speaking.
And this is Trill Thom on the podcast. Do you feel me?
I feel you, Trill Thom. Let's get into this. So what we're going to be doing today is it's called Boss or Loss. And basically, where I'm going to be, saying like a general statement, an action, an object, a person, and you're going to be doing the same. It's going to be, I say something, and then you say something. And we're just going to give our opinions on it. We're going to say, is it boss or a loss?
That's right.
Alright, so let's get into this. I'm going to go first, and of course, you go after.
Yeah.
So, paying taxes, boss or loss?
That's an absolute loss. Do people actually do that? Like, you couldn't pay me to
I
pay
know
my
that
taxes.
people do it because normal people don't kill IRS people when they try to collect the money.
I mean, I've done that numerous times, but it's like at this point, they just know not to ask me for anything.
Yeah, because they're
not gonna get it. Yeah, it's costing them more money to try to get the money. So it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Complete loss.
Yeah, okay.
All
So
right,
what you got for me?
Getting bucks, boss or loss?
Getting bucks. I guess I'd have to put that as a boss.
Of course, that is absolutely boss.
Because, getting bucks couldn't possibly be a loss because you are getting bucks. You're getting something it's monetarily worth something. So
absolutely, that's like one of my favorite things to
there's
do.
no
as well.
downsides
Like,
to getting bucks.
For me, that's top of the boss chart.
Yeah, no, exactly. So that is a definite boss. Didn't even need to be said.
For sure.
So, how do you feel about beating people up? Is that boss?
Of course, that's boss. I love doing that. Like, it's
too.
sick. It's boss. I do it all the time.
Yeah, I feel the same way personally. There's nothing like a good beating people up session.
Yeah, you especially are known for that around.
I'm
your
known
hood.
for that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's boss. So, back on the subject of, currency. Boss or loss?
Nice.
Counting money.
Counting money.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people just receive their paycheck, whatever, some stupid dead-end job. They just get their money and they get direct deposit or whatever. They put it right in the bank. Me personally, I count every buck that comes my way.
So you get
There's
it in
a
cash,
surplus.
no digital payments for you.
Yeah, everything's in cash.
Okay.
Now the only downside to that is obviously I can't count $1 trillion. Like there's just piles of hundreds like all around me.
Yeah.
At all times, and I'm just constantly trying to catch up. It's really not. I definitely never get to the point where I actually count all the money.
How much time would you say you spend on counting it? Like a day?
I actually have an app on my phone, and it tracks how much time I spend counting money, and it says 90% of my day.
Wow, so like the Apple Health app? Something like that?
Yeah, it's like something like that. It's like the money counter.
You know like what a Fitbit is? Like,
yeah.
Tracks your heart rate, whatever. I actually have a Buckbit, and that gives me like the timestamps on my money counting and all that. Because I guess, it knows when it knows when my fingers are like thumbing through the hundreds and stuff. So, yeah, I spend a large portion of my day. I count it in my sleep, dude.
I might need to steal one of those or something.
Yeah, don't pay for it.
I've never heard of a Buckbit. Obviously, I wasn't planning on it,
Yeah,
so.
don't pay for stuff.
Okay, well, I think we've come to the consensus that it is obviously boss.
Yeah, counting money, absolutely boss.
So, I have something. And, how do you feel about the clearance aisle?
The what aisle?
Is that boss or loss? That aisle with all the cheap bullshit on it that they got like the 25 and then the percent sign or like whatever on it.
Cheap bullshit? Nah, that's a loss. What do you mean? Of course that's a loss.
That's what I was thinking. That's where I was. Because it's like, why is it on clearance if it ain't garbage?
Of
like,
course.
Why is it on clearance?
Yeah, it wouldn't be
it.
there if it wasn't trash. I've never even heard of
shit
that.
From like
but
TJ Maxx, all that shit from Ross.
from what you've described,
oh
my,
big clearance aisle.
no, definitely not. Big loss.
No, definitely. I'm right there with you.
All right, cool. What do you think about Gucci products, boss or loss?
So, I'm personally a big Gucci person. I actually have a song out called Gucci God. They actually gave me that nickname. That's what they call me when I walk through the door, because they know me by my name. So I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It is boss. It is boss. Don't get me wrong. But there are some things that are nicer than Gucci. It is boss.
Yeah, no, I see where you're
have
coming.
A lot of articles of clothing that are actually way better and more expensive than Gucci.
I mean, for me, Gucci primarily is just my belt choice. It's like, some of their products are nice as well, but they're my go-to belt. So for that,
like I personally really like their belts and stuff. I like wearing them on like my forehead and stuff sometimes when I'm already wearing a more expensive belt or something. But you always got to have that thing on.
Yeah. So I mean, it's useful to me. So I'm gonna give it a boss. I like it.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, that's boss.
Like it's a boss for me. Now here's a little bit a more morbid topic. Killing cops. Is that boss or loss?
Personally, that's boss. If you look through my discography on SoundCloud, we're on Spotify as well. I speak about that on numerous occasions in many different songs.
Yes.
That is one of my favorite pastimes, actually. I am not a fan.
You actually killed a cop?
Oh, yeah. The pigs, no.
Did you put that on BD?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put that on BD.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I mean, you obviously are telling the truth. You just put it on BD.
Of course.
So, I will also put on BD that I've killed many.
Okay, so yeah, you like killing cops too, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm
all for it.
All for it.
Great.
All day.
Boss for sure.
Okay.
Now, what do you think about not stealing? Like actually paying for something, like not stealing. Is that boss or
not
loss?
Stealing?
Yeah.
Well, I think you and I both know that not stealing is for not people.
Yeah.
Stealing is just a natural part of being a trillionaire records.
Yeah, you're supposed to do it. It's your obligation.
Like, yeah, some things we buy. Some things we have to buy. There are limits, of course. Like, we're not ignorant. Like, we can't steal everything. We can't steal a mansion, so of course we pay for those.
I mean, I would argue I potentially could, but it's just, not really worth the effort.
It's just a hassle.
Yeah.
It's a hassle. Because you want to know what? You piss off the wrong guy, he might, send like a bomb to your house and then you have to kill his entire family.
Yeah, and it's like, I just don't want to have to call the goons that often.
It's a big headache.
Yeah.
It's a big headache. And the goons are tired. They need rest.
They're out there 24/7 sliding on, people who wanted to try to start beef with me. So I guess, we can give them a break. We'll say not stealing, say a loss though. Overall.
Definitely a loss. Stealing is one of my favorite things to do.
Oh, of course.
When I'm not killing cops, buying Gucci, or, just whatever, I might be stealing,
Yeah. I do that a lot.
So, adversely, how do you feel about stealing?
Well, it's boss. I mean, it's the polar opposite of not stealing. It's boss.
And not stealing is a loss. So, inadvertently, stealing is boss.
Yeah, it only makes sense.
Definitely.
So, what do you think about killing people, boss or loss? I mean, we went over the cops, but now we're talking about people here. What do you think about killing people?
People. I mean, it depends. Like, sure, I mean, I'll do it if they deserve it.
So you wouldn't if they didn't deserve it?
No. I mean, if I feel like they like if somebody looks at me wrong, then I would say they deserve it.
Okay. So it's like a personal justice thing. I guess to you they deserve it, then you're going to.
Of course, because that is a subjective think. Like, it's like, I feel like I should kill them. Like, they deserve it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
mean,
think that's boss.
Who decides? Yeah. Who decides, like, what's a good reason? Like, if somebody steps on, like, your brand new Air Force One,
they're on site.
I have to kill them.
Of course.
But then, like, some other person might be like, he just stepped on your shoe. They just don't get it.
Yeah, but with them making, like, trying to belittle the shoe like that, I might have to kill them as well.
Yeah, definitely.
It just depends on the mood that day, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, killing people is boss.
Okay.
So, hating Zach.
Oh.
Zach Church.
I mean, honestly, like, so I would just say Zach Church is a loss. I mean, because, well, hold up. Specifically hating Zach?
Yeah, just the act of hating it.
Loss or a loss. Like, I mean, because it's not like boss to hate Zach, but if you were, I would say that comes down to your character. And I would say that you are a loss if you don't hate Zach, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. If you don't hate him, you're doing something wrong in life. Because it's like, there's no reason to like anything about that guy.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, really.
It's immature, for sure.
Definitely. You know what else is immature? Pulling over for the pigs. Is that boss or loss? Like,
wait, that's something people do?
When people have like really slow cars and stuff, I guess they have to, and they do it. I don't know.
Wow, yeah.
I think we could both.
You wouldn't catch me dead pulling over. I mean, come on.
Now. Even if you were dead, you'd probably still just keep driving.
Yeah,
like,
foot would stay on the gas. But if I did pull over, they would just be seeing, my Glock 40 that's in my lap, and then I'd be, speeding off fast in my Ford car. But
after you kill them,
of course. I might back up and do a burnout or two on them, but it depends on if I'm in a rush or not.
Yeah, because those dirty pigs will probably like take his outfit off and then like give it to some other pig.
Yeah,
who want
the
that.
next
So you do, like a
pig
burnout
up
on
for
his.
hire.
Yeah, and you might like do a burnout on it, so just unusable, and they have to like print out a new one or whatever they do.
Yeah, and be struggling to get a new one because I'm not paying the taxes and stuff. So it's like it's actually helping in the long run take more money from them.
How do you think they get their clothes? They print them out like the printer? Because I know that they don't be buying the Gucci.
Oh no, those suck, dude. They're not clothes.
No, like Walmart bags.
Yeah, probably. They just like spray paint it or something. They got that plastic badge that they think means something. Yeah, no.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, I hate
them. Okay, I'll get this next one too.
All right.
Because I'm genuinely curious. How do you feel getting head? Getting neck, getting brain, all that stuff.
Like top.
Is that boss or loss? Yeah, like top, like.
Oh yeah, that's boss. That's all I do though. It's like I get that they're gone. It's like that's all they're getting from me. That's kind of a big win for them to be able to provide that. So. Yeah, that is pretty.
I think the same. Obviously, in my case, like I'm not gonna like talk about your case, but in my case, I feel like it is a blessing to be able to do that to me. For them, at least. Yeah. They're just dirty whores.
Pretty much.
Even if they're not, I still call them that.
Yeah,
so.
No, they don't deserve respect or anything.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give that a boss. For sure.
Definitely boss.
So, sheep clothes. Let's get into that one. What do you think about sheep clothing? Boss or loss?
What do I think about sheep clothing? Like, so, the good in me says, sheep clothes, there are some families that can't really afford, stuff like, I can afford, like Gucci or something.
Yeah.
And, they have to provide, they have to go to Walmart, and they have to pick up some And1, some Shaqs, whatever.
So you're saying they have to get the FUBUs?
Yeah. Because they don't have any money to get like Gucci or stuff.
Do you have any idea what that's like? The good in me
says that's bought. No, obviously not. But at the same time, like if I saw somebody wearing And1s, I might have to beat their ass. Like
either that, like, laughing's a minimum. You have to point and laugh.
At minimum, like if they're a child, I'll just like laugh at them.
Yeah.
But if it's a grown man wearing Air Force One, oh my God, Air Force. Excuse me.
Yeah, no.
I mean, and ones. You know what? I just thought about that. And One probably stole
their name from Air Force Ones.
From the Air Force Ones.
That makes sense.
Probably like if we call them And Ones, people might think these ugly, horrific shoes are actually Air Force Ones, and they just change. No.
Some of them might even try to pass them off as Air Force Ones. You never know.
I would break somebody's nose if they tried to do that.
Absolutely.
If not kill them.
Mm-hmm. They deserve it.
I'm just gonna go cheap clothes for the vast majority of people. It's just a huge loss. But if you're a broke nigga living on the streets, maybe a pair of Air Force One's pretty boss for you maybe. I don't know. So
I don't know. I mean, I'm not really the most compassionate person, so for me, they're a complete loss for everybody, even playing field.
Probably. Okay. So I'm gonna get this next one. Fast cars. How do you feel about fast cars? Are they boss, or are they a loss?
Fast cars to me, or fast cars to the average Joe? Because some people might not. I mean, not Trill Joe. I mean, the average person. But because some people don't understand what fast is, like I do.
I would say, when I think of fast cars, I just think of a car that is is fast. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm kind of picking up what you're putting down, but I'm talking Trill Thom hauling ass, not just a normal fast car.
Like something you'd go to a Bugatti dealership and pick up.
I mean, that's got some speed, yeah. Yeah, fast cars, they're boss for sure. For me, my fast car is absolutely boss. But fast cars in general, yeah, they're boss.
Yeah, definitely. I love fast cars and money and stuff.
Okay, cool. So, the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, have you ever stayed there?
It's actually a quite sad story. I remember one time, I was getting evicted from one of my mansions for tax evasion. I know they got the better of me, but because I let them, obviously, they came. They're like, if you don't get out, we're gonna cause a lot of trouble for your goons. And my goons were already having a rough week. And I'm just like, you know what, IRS, I'm gonna shoot you in the face, but I'm gonna vacate the premises. So, my closest mansion was 40 minutes away, but the Ritz-Carlton was right up the road. I'm ashamed to say it, but I had to stay at the Ritz-Carlton. And
what was your experience there like? Was it good, or?
I don't know. Have you ever been to a Walmart?
No.
It's kind of it's just a bunch of fat idiots there with no money.
So it's a lower end hotel in your opinion?
I wouldn't call it a hotel. I would more call it an apartment building that you can stay at. A motel.
So you're telling me that the Ritz-Carlton to you is public housing?
Compared to my mansions, it's
obviously
on par with public housing.
Yeah, for sure. They didn't have any in-house restaurants that you were a fan of or anything?
Not that I was a fan of. They were all way too cheap for me. I wanted a $10,000 steak, and the most they could offer me was a $200 Wagyu steak, whatever.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, you might have just shifted my perspective a little. They didn't have anything more than a $200 Wagyu.
I only went to one of the restaurants. I'm like, this is just a waste of my time.
That was enough for you to make up your mind?
Yeah, I went there and, let's move on. It's a loss. That place is garbage. I hate that. I don't even want to think about that. That was a rough time for me.
Alright. Yeah, okay. We'll go with a loss for that one.
How do you feel about fucking hoes?
Are they actually hoes, or just you're not gonna give them the respect?
That's just
to
what I call
them
women.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they could be anybody.
Yeah.
It's alright. I prefer the head, but I mean, some days I guess it fits and it's better, but I mean, I'll give it a boss. Because, you're not losing doing it. Like, you're definitely, it's not a loss. So, I mean, I'll go with boss, but it's not one of my top priorities by any means.
No, once you do it as many times as we have, it just kind of becomes a chore.
Yeah,
you just
the experience is
just kind of have to.
It's down. It's all the way down.
It's like, okay, when you eat, I don't know, like a $10,000 steak for like the first time, you might be like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever eaten in my entire life. But then you eat your $10,000 steak, you're like, this is okay.
Yeah, it gets bland.
Yeah. And then you want a $20,000 steak, and unfortunately, they just don't make those. So, I would give fucking Hose a boss just because it's obviously not a loss.
Yeah. How about ATMs full of cash? Boss or loss?
ATMs full of cash.
Like full.
ATMs full of like $100 bills.
Yeah. I mean, there might be
some pretty boss. Might be some 20s. I mean, is it like my ATM, or is it just some like dirty like ATM like at like a 7-Eleven?
It could be either or. I mean, I guess you could break down the difference for the listener. They might not know.
Okay. So, like an ATM in my house would be pretty boss, because then I can just go there, withdraw some money, and then like count it on like the couch or something. But like one of them like ATMs, other like dirty people use at like, like malls or a 7-Eleven or,
Oh yeah, because those are full of like 1s and 5s.
They're full of 1s and 5s. I saw some guy go to an ATM when I was shopping at the Bellagio down in Doha, and he pulled out a bankroll. But I know that his bankroll consisted of 1s and 5s.
There was 1s and 5s?
Nah, 1s and 5s. It was a bankroll for 1s wrapped in a 5, so he didn't look like a broke nigga.
Yeah, I would have probably had to call him out and kick his ass. I don't know though.
I wanted to, but I'm just like, I got money to count.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess. I mean, he's probably where
that's like a boss
that's what he has
/ a loss. Definitely.
Yeah, so if it's like a personal ATM, yeah, it's definitely boss. But like a public one, especially in like an impoverished area, yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. This is something that me and you have a lot of experience with. How about pools with waterfalls in them?
Oh, they're boss, dude. Absolutely boss. I love waterfalls and I love swimming. And it's like the two together, perfect match.
Yeah, I have 8 of them personally in one of my mansions.
Yeah, I have indoor, outdoor. It's a necessity.
Yeah, with the waterfalls.
It's like the GQ
what makes a pool.
Things you can't live without videos that they'll be going over with like rappers. It's like that is definitely something I could not live without. I need my pool.
Without the waterfall, it's just a pool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's the fun in that?
And then you gotta have the waterfall.
Of course.
That's a boss.
Yeah, that's definitely a boss for sure. How do you feel about baseball bats?
That's actually my weapon of choice.
Really?
Yes. When I have a problem with somebody, I mean, of course I carry around, like, I'm always strapped. But I'm always strapped to the baseball bat, too. I always keep my baseball bat wherever I go. If somebody wants to talk some smack, they might not have a head in, like, 3 to 5 seconds, you know what I'm saying? Because that baseball bat be swinging, you know.
You got that swing, huh?
Yeah, I got that swing down to perfection.
You got like an instance you can maybe describe where it came in handy? There's probably several, but give me a highlight.
I was having sex with Zach Church's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after I was done with doing that, I mean, I wouldn't say it was exactly sex. It was more of just
one-sided.
I'll just Zach Church. After the whole thing, I came out and I saw Zach Church was just so fat.
Morbid.
It really just made me mad. Like, I'm just like, how does somebody get like that? And like, he was like trying to be my friend, like whatever. So I pulled out the baseball bat and I started hitting. But that wasn't the first time I was beating somebody with the baseball bat that fateful day that Zach Church's dad was killed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going on quite the rampage there, huh?
You asked for an instance, man. I'm just giving you one.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, let's not give off the location. I mean, I'm pretty sure the people here know where we're talking about that went down at. But,
yeah. Any Trill Records listener knows where Zach Church lives.
Definitely check out our mixtapes and full discography.
Yeah,
if you're not in tune, you better get in tune, stupid.
That's right. You stupid idiot.
Retard.
Taco Bell.
Oh, Taco Bell.
Or a loss.
So now, are we talking about the food or the existence of the restaurant in itself?
We're talking about everything Taco Bell stands for, including their buildings.
So what they stand for. I mean, in that instance, for sure, they're a loss. But that's a place I personally like to go to, like, if I really need to blow off steam. I go in the bathroom, find something, that can do a lot of damage, and I just go in. I go crazy. And the employees obviously aren't going to do anything. They're not people.
Yeah, if I'm just feeling destructive and I don't feel like destroying anything else, I will go to a Taco Bell and I'll just break their sinks, steal their soap dispenser. You know the deal.
Of course, yeah.
You were there when I was doing it.
Yeah, we go way back with those Taco Bells.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, for Taco Bell in itself and everyone associated with it, complete loss.
Loss.
Oh yeah.
Losers.
For sure. Yeah, they're all fat, stupid. Big loss.
Yeah. I've actually never seen a non-fat loser at Taco Bell.
That's true. You don't.
Yeah. Working or eating.
Yeah, neither. It's crazy. Big loss for Taco Bell. So, how do you feel about government officials? Are they boss or are they a loss? Loss, huh?
I hate government officials.
Yeah. Personally, I think they're all, I know for a fact that they're all corrupt. They don't actually have any money. They're not in a position to lead anything.
That's the most insane part. Is every single one of them is corrupt, but they don't have any money.
Exactly. It's like, how did they get there?
One-story, shitty, garbage bedroom houses. It's like, they live in outhouses compared to me. It's like, these guys are supposed to be corrupt. Like, who are they selling? Who are they selling, out for money? Like, Zach Church? They get no bread.
Of course not.
It's like, what a waste of time these guys are.
Definite loss. They don't deserve. I don't think they deserve any more time than we just gave it.
No.
Yeah, so we go with the loss for that.
Okay. So there's a specific car that a certain someone drives. I already know the answer to this question, but I just want to hear you say it. 2013 Hyundai Genesis 3.8 with a paint color of black.
Ooh. Now, what baffles me is some people sit here and try to call that a car. That is not a car. It's not even a machine. It is just an abundance of garbage. You couldn't even scrap them.
Right. Listen, if you put an engine in a dumpster and put wheels on it, does that make it a car?
Absolutely not.
No, it is a dumpster with wheels.
And an engine. Yeah.
You can't change the fact that it is a big dumpster full of garbage. Especially in the driver's seat. That has 4 wheels and an engine. Barely.
And all the material it's made of, if you want to call it that, is absolute cheap, worthless trash. It doesn't hold up to anything, the exterior nor the interior.
No. Everybody knows that the 2012 Cadillac CTS 3.0 is the best car.
I mean, for the Hyundai Genesis though, the one good thing is you kind of get to see who the people who driving it are. They fit the drivers quite well.
Yeah,
if you want to call it a driver.
I only know one person who drives a 2013 Hyundai Genesis.
Me too.
And he sucks.
Not a person.
He totally sucks. He's not a person.
Sucks. Hate him.
He is the garbage inside of the dumpster that has 4 wheels.
Mm-hmm.
In the dumpster
and belongs
the 2013 Hyundai Genesis 3.8. So, yeah.
Definitely a loss.
Definite loss.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, loss. Loss all day.
So, what do you think about gay people? You know, people.
Gay people?
Yeah, homosexuals.
What do you mean, gay people?
I messed up there. Yeah.
Things.
Mm-hmm. The gay things. Yep.
Yeah. I think you already know from that response. I don't consider them people.
They're not.
Man, all they want to do is just suck wieners and balls, and it's like,
and be nasty.
Call that? Yeah.
Call that a disgrace and a waste of space. They should not be
like
here.
they're replaceable with a woman's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I may as well just call them women's mouths. You know what I'm saying? Like, they serve the same purpose, except they're less annoying somehow.
That one's arguable. I'm pretty homophobic, so for me, they're a complete loss.
Loss.
Loss for sure.
You know what? How did you feel about this? Should we do this again?
This podcast?
I think, yeah.
It's completely boss. This podcast is boss. Yeah. You couldn't ask for a
go
better
ahead
podcast.
and smash that subscribe button right now.
You better hit it.
We'll find you.
Don't make my goons
leave a
go
like.
on. Don't make my goons have to go on rest. Click the subscribe button.
If you don't like this video, bad things are gonna happen to your family.
We're not joking about that.
And I put that on it. BD.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
BD.
You heard him.
Listen. You know what to do. Notifications, everything.
All of it.
So, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right now. So, I'm gonna leave you with that. Because this podcast is boss, like we were just saying, and I think that's it. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Call it a day. So I can get back to doing my regular daily activities.
Yeah, I need to
I'm a
count
busy
some
person. Yeah, I've got some money to count too. So, all right, Trill Thom. Well, thank you for coming out here.
Yeah, of course.
My podcast. I won't take all the credit. This is our podcast. The Trillionaire Inconvieniencers, whatever. Trill Inconvieniencers. It's the same thing, just shortened. All right. Well, that's everything.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you fucking like, or bad things are gonna happen.
You better hit that like button.
Yeah. All right.
I'd love to see a nigga die. I'd love to see his mama cry. I put a bullet in a nigga head. I'm Trill Joe. I don't rock dreads. I stay at the scene to kill a pig. And I rob a nigga of his wits.